Hi, all my Barnett Preschool friends. I'm going to be reading a book to you today called Mooncake, and I'm so happy to be sharing story time with you. Do you know what season it is now? Last time we were together, it was winter, but it's not winter anymore. The season that it is will be at the end of this book. One summer night, Bear and his friend Little Bird sat down to watch the moon. Maybe you can look out the window or go outside tonight and see the moon with your family. After a while, Little Bird said, "I think I feel hungry." "Me too," said Bear. "And you know what I wish? I wish I could just jump up and take a bite out of the moon. How delicious would that be?" "How do you know?" chirped Little Bird. "Maybe the moon doesn't taste good at all. Maybe it tastes terrible. How do you think the moon would taste?" Bear thought for a moment. Then he went inside and he got his bow and arrow. With a piece of string, he attached a spoon to the arrow. What do you think Bear is planning to do? He put his spoon on an arrow. Then he went outside again and he shot the spoon up to the moon. Do you think the spoon will actually be able to go all the way to the moon? And if it could, what does he want to do? Why does he want a spoon to go to the moon? "I knew that wouldn't work," said Little Bird. "The moon is just too far away. What you need is a rocket ship." "Then I shall build one," said Bear. The very next day, Bear went to the junkyard, and he bought everything that he would need to build a rocket ship. What do you think that you would need to use to build a rocket ship? All summer long, Bear and Little Bird worked and worked, but when fall came, the rocket ship was still not finished. "I would like to go with you," said Little Bird, "but winter is coming, and I must fly south with the flock, with all the rest of the birds." So Bear and Little Bird said goodbye. There he goes. When it began to get cold and the leaves fell off the trees, Bear got sleepy. But instead of climbing into bed and sleeping through the winter like bears do, he kept right on working. He worked and worked until the rocket ship was finished. Did he give up? No, he didn't. You're right. Do we give up? No, we don't. Right, Rising Stars? We don't give up. Then he climbed inside and he began the countdown. Help me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, Z. But before he reached 1, he fell asleep. Oh no, I hope you're still awake, enjoying this book with me. He slept and he slept and he slept until one night the wind knocked over his rocket ship. That must have been a big wind to be able to knock over his rocket ship. Bear had never been awake before in the winter. Who knows what bears usually do in the winter time? Why was he never awake before? You're right, bears hibernate. When he opened his eyes and he saw all of the snow, he thought he was on the moon. He climbed out of his rocket ship, scooped up some snow, and made a little moon cake. Then he tasted it. It tasted like something he had tasted before, but he wasn't quite sure what it was. What do you think it tasted like? While he thought about that, he decided to go for a walk. He didn't want to go too far because he was afraid that he would get lost. So he just walked in a big circle. After a while, he came upon his own paw prints in the snow. There they are. These paw prints are too big to belong to a moon mouse or even a moon raccoon, thought Bear. Maybe they were made by a moon bear, or perhaps, he shuddered, a terrible moon monster. But we know that monsters are just pretend. Bear felt scared. He ran back to his rocket ship and prepared for takeoff. Can you make a scared face? Oh. Again, he began the countdown. Help me again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, zzz, and again he fell asleep. This time he slept until spring. What season is it now? You are right. It is springtime. One day his little friend Bird returned and woke him up, because birds come back in the springtime. How is everything down south? Asked Bear. Just fine, said Little Bird. Did you go to the moon? Asked Little Bird. I sure did, said Bear. And how did the moon taste? Asked Little Bird. Was it terrible? No, replied Bear. It was delicious. I hope you enjoyed that book, and maybe you can make a rocket ship of your own. Think about what you might need. And if you make one, make sure to post pictures to share with all of us. Until next time, be safe, be happy.